Excuse the crudity of the video, but I don't have my regular camcorder here. It's December 31st and we decided to do a little early spring cleaning. So this is the first go around of stuff that's heading towards the dumpster. In this kind of business, when you fix things for people, you need to have a lot of stuff. And after a while, stuff gets used up. So what do we have? We've got a bunch of old used up faceplates that nobody wants. A whole ton of speaker grills that nobody wants. Some more used faceplates, missing doors and other parts. All of this stuff has been stripped down to its bare essentials. Another box of a bunch of used and yellowed speaker grills. There's some more grills. A lot of it is grills underneath here. The cases from a bunch of NuTone LB55 door chimes. All the speakers and circuit boards have been stripped out, but the rest is pretty much trash. It's just a lot of junk, and this is just the first part. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of them all. So the very best way to get rid of all this stuff is in the dumpster, of course. So if we go outside, being the smart people that we are, we moved the dumpster down below our balcony. So heave ho. Ooh, zoom shot. Look at all that NuTone goodness going in the dumpster. I'm sure somebody's crying right now. I know it's not me, because one of the problems here is that space we are limited on. We always can use more space, and periodically, like once a year without clockwork, you really got to sort through things and get rid of stuff that you really don't want or need or have any use for. Whoops. Look at that. Debris everywhere. Landlord's bound to get ticked off now. More face plates. They're no good at all anymore. I can't tell you the last time. Having some spare face plates is always a good thing, but having 8 or 10 of them and they're all yellowed or they're missing doors or whatever it is, not really the best thing. There goes one. That one down there, right there, that's from a 4006. We do save as much of them as we can. I take the display inlays off, I take the lower doors off. Sometimes I keep the insert panel where the cassette player goes. I keep one or two of those just in case, because sometimes the standoffs for the cassette players get broken. Here goes the LB55. Those are massively strong fiberglass cases that never ever would break, but you know, you have 8 or 10 of them. You know, how many of them can you really use? That was a chassis from a 2058. I saved the circuit board and the transformers and the other stuff out of it, but the sheet metal, I got no use for it. And that board's a parts unit anyway. There are more LB55 cases. That one still got a speaker on it, but I think that one, the speaker was torn. So we don't keep any torn speakers around here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the best one. Here it goes. That was a CD changer from an M&S DMC Intercom. That's where it belongs, in the dumpster. Some CP95 cassette housings. I kept the circuit boards and the cassette player assembly off of them, but the rest of them, you know, I can't tell you the last time anybody asked me to fix a cassette player like that. There goes more face plates. Yeah, we're going to get our money's worth out of this dumpster load, that's for sure. And that's it for this load. There'll be more coming up in a while. Look at that, zoom in on it. Look at all that choice NuTone plastic. Anyway, we'll record more as we fill it up further. Several hours later, or so, here we have pile number 2. It's very similar to pile number 1. Got some old discarded doorbell parts, more speaker grills, an old ST1000, some parts right there from a BIS 1000 system. I kept the monitors out of them, but I'm getting rid of the rest of it. An old work tote that's got a big crack in the bottom. Just a bunch of stuff. This frees up probably 2 whole shelving units. So let's wander outside and toss them all out. Oh, and you can see today off in the distance. A really nice, reasonably clear day. And you can see Mount Diablo. But let's get on with the dumping. It's always very satisfying to fill up the dumpster. I don't think we're going to get it all the way up to the top today, but most likely we'll be back tomorrow. Here we go. Seems as if the aim's a little off there, but we went down and picked it all up last time. We didn't leave a mess for anybody. Ha! That was a big one. So many used speaker grills. You know, if you think about it, NuTone probably made 10 remote stations for every single master station they ever made. And if you work it out, wait, here comes some more. So if you work it out, oh, there's a 3303 faceplate right there. Anyway, if you work it out, and let's say that they made 100,000 4006 master stations, which is a pretty reasonable number to think they made over a 11-year period, and they made 10 remote stations for every master station, that would be 1 million remote speakers. So can you imagine that they made 1 million injection molded plastic grills? That's crazy. Oh, here goes the tote. That's it. That's all for today. And that's how here at Northside Service, how we close out the end of the year. We will probably be back tomorrow because we have a big mess inside. Let me show you. So we'll wander back in. Bunch of empty cardboard boxes that all have to be broken down and put in the recycling dumpster. And then in here, we have all of this. Focus. There we go. We have all of this. Now, this may look like a big mess to you, and probably it is to some degree, but I know what every single one of these things are, and tomorrow, all of these, they're all actually kind of in groups. You probably can't see that, but I can because I made the groups. And tomorrow, these will all get sorted out into their own bins and tubs, and those will get labeled, and they'll go back on the shelves, because now we have a bunch of empty spots, and they'll be available to do repairs with, or scavenger parts off of, or whatever. Here we have a bunch of speaker cones. Those are 5-inch 45-ohm speaker cones from the late 60s, early 70s. And down here, we got how many? 6. We've got 6 master stations. There's a 406, not sure what the one in the bubble wrap is. One in bubble wrap, a 3003, a 4006, another 4006, and another 3003. All of these, because I have lots of these will all get completely disassembled. All of the boards and everything will be saved, and all the faceplates will end up in the dumpster with all their buddies. So this is cleanup day at Northside Service, and you can see we try to keep things organized so we know where things are. It's one thing to have it, and it's a whole nother thing to know where it all is. So that's all for today. See you later.